Right, so apparently I'm live. Brilliant. Just a test stream. So for those who watch this after the fact, thank you. If anyone does randomly drop in, hello. But otherwise, we're going to do a test stream. So what I'm going to do now, bear with me. I'm just going to check my. Where is it? Just see if it's gone live on my phone. Search crafting, view channel. Oh, cool. Yep, so that's actually going live. Right. Working on this delicious thing at the moment. Absolutely horrific, but we love it. So, a bit of tan flesh. Prevacryl, my favourite paint range. No problem with them bottles. Right, okay. So, a bit of water. Let's mix this in with the purple. Okay. Div Amin live is working. Live is working audio as well. Cheers, Div. Thanks, bud. Hang on, shouldn't you be at work? You're not working, kid. Or are you all just sitting at work watching this now? You freaks. Yeah, I want this to be all fleshy. Fleshy. Okay, probably the paper lights on my house. Div, if you can hear me, chap, depending if you're actually, I don't know if you're actually watching live, because obviously you're at work. What are the rules on YouTube with me playing music while I'm streaming? Any ideas? Because there's not much audio with this if I'm just painting. And also when this uploads, it's just me randomly talking to myself. Hello, what's going on outside? It's all kicking off. Cool. I've done it again using the wrong bloody brush. What is that in my head? Actually, I've just had a thought. Why not do my own, like, non-specific? Like, this is a Shoggoth, so this is Lovecraftian. If I do my own monsters or whatever, I could do the stories for them. Maybe. I don't know. I'll have a think. I feel like I've gone through my wet palette there. That's annoying. Actually, I suppose I better explain. So the base coat, it was originally a dark green, and then a very thin purple over the top. You can see it's quite patchy. And there's bits where it's coming through still, which is what I want, because you want those original tones coming through, just because it just gives a bit more life. Excuse me, to the paint job. And then, as you can see here, I've got a very thin down, so it's tan flesh mixed in with some of that purple. A fair bit of water, and I'm just using that now to go over the purple again, quite slap hazard. And you can see here where it's drying, it goes in, but the purple still comes through a little bit, so you get this nice patchy skin tone. It just looks a bit more real, a bit more alive. It does mean you've got to do a couple of layers, which is a bit of a pain. It has to be said, but I had a video ages ago, Grimdark Flesh recipe. I'm using the same principles, just different colours. You get this really cool patchy effect, and then what we'll do is when this is dry, like I've practiced on the faces, we'll go in with the flesh colour. You see where it's drying. I'm touching up now. It's quite the dark colours are still coming through. So when we go over that with some lighter colours to again build up those highlights and things with multiple layers, a bit more labour intensive, but I think it leaves a nice finish. And with a nice watered down wash as well. A bit more water. A nice watered down wash, you get a really nice finish to it. And so I'll just wick off a bit of excess moisture, just so it doesn't puddle too much. You see here the tones aren't exactly spot on, but it's fine. It'll do. But yeah, one of the things I should mention because of its stream. So WELSH, good friend of the channel, top dude. He's been streaming the last couple of weeks. We did one of our podcasts, and he was asking, when am I streaming? So I said I'd give it a go, because one of the things I want to do is try different sort of avenues in the miniature painting. Because obviously I do my videos on a Friday and whatnot, but I'm very aware of I'm just repeating myself, and because they're like smaller clips that are all chopped together through the editing and whatnot, it may not be coming across particularly well for you guys. So what I thought I'd do is because Welsh should sound like obviously go live stream and whatnot. So what I might do for a couple of weeks, instead of just uploading a video, is on a set day, hopefully the Friday, if I can. Might be slightly later than a normal video release, just because if I'm at work or whatnot in real life. But is actually come on and paint, and that would be my weekly video. But instead you get to see it real time, and that's quite a nice colour actually. You get to see it real time and see the actual processing more in depth is the plan. Again, I know there's no one here for this test stream, but for when you're watching it after the fact, that's a good point actually. Can I schedule it now? Would I be able to schedule it? Maybe I would. I could have this out for next Friday. Yeah, one thing about this miniature, don't know what this is. Some sort of cosmic flame. Don't know what colour I'm painting there. And then what I'm going to do is a bit more purple into this watery mix. Just for the tentacles. They're just slightly different tone to the skin before we start hitting them with all the highlights and whatnot. But yeah, something me and Welsh have been speaking about is basically subscriber interaction. Subscriber interaction. So we like it when we get the comments and people ask questions and things. And this is a good way of doing it, because obviously you guys, if you're here, can do it in real time. Oh, it's Mr. Welsh. Hello. I'm just doing a test stream, mate. How you doing? My mate Div says the audio and the visuals are all good. I say just a test stream. I'm going to be talking random crap. So when the video goes up, people who watch the stream might actually have a bit of fun. Be right back. Righto. I tell you what, when Welsh is back, I'm gonna ask him, see what he thinks about my idea I had last night when I was watching his stream. Monsters. Oh, that's better. How you doing, mate? You all right? I figured out a setup with the phone to actually live stream, and I think I've isolated the audio so my phone's not picking me up. Because what you don't want to be hearing is more really nasally breathing, especially in this weather when my sinuses are playing up. Just that's not going to be very nice for people to watch. Do like me a good monster. All sound good, mate. Wicked. Right, Mr. Welsh. I was just talking to the non-watching this, who might be watching it when the video gets put up. Excuse me. So your stream last night, I said I had an idea. I'm just going to put this out there. With some of the guys on the chat, it seems like they're all painters and things as well. We could do a Discord, you know, how we do our podcasts, and basically do like a paint along type thing. So we all have our cameras on, whether it's our heads or our what it is we're actually painting. Oh, that's nasty. Ooh, do like that. Yeah, whether we show each other what we're painting or our face, but when we're chatting, then we can do it that way, if that makes sense. Cheap paint brushes. Oh, I think I have torn my wet palette. Oh no! Oh no! Let's have a spot of water. That was horrible. Right, flesh time. So you can see, so it's still patchy. I've had a bit more of the purple on the underneath, so it sort of blends in a little bit. At this point, it looks quite blank and stark, especially compared to the faces. You've had a wee bit of work done. But what we'll do now is put a thin wash over everything, and then dry that, and then go back in with the skin tone and build up, so you get the sort of patchy effect that's on the faces, and then leave some of the under areas like this here on the side of the cheeks a bit more purple and whatnot. Oh, I'm going to commit a cardinal sin in front of Welsh now. Yes, I do own some citadels. Quite a bit of this. And 1, 2, 3, 4-ish. That looks about right. Yeah, that's about the consistency I want. So let the wash do what it wants to do and get in all the recesses. Lovely. Welsh, what do you know the rules about? Can you play music on a live stream on YouTube? I'm guessing not because of copyright and all this jazz, but any ideas? Pick up the areas that pulled a little bit. Ow. Spiky bit on his head, bloody hurts my finger. I would guess not. Yeah. So, because I don't know about, obviously different when you've got like yourself, where you've done a few and people show up and you've got a regular time. I'm also very aware of just dead space and me talking and going a lot. Yeah, like we do when we do the podcast. We don't know what we're talking about. This looks a bit slap hazard, I know, but you just got to trust the process, because this will get in there. It'll tint it just slightly, And then we'll go back in with the flesh tone, build up the highlights like we've done on the face. I think the face needs another highlight though. Not quite happy with that. You can see here on the arms where I've already done stuff, I'm still putting a bit more in just so it blends in a bit more. But this is looking okay. That's what I was worried about in my live stream, that awkward silence. Yeah. It's kind of good that the audio is one way though. I've just thought, because you imagine if the stuff we talk about before we record podcasts, if like you could have two or three people's audio going, I think we'd get kicked off YouTube, to be honest. Swamps and bamboo, perfect example. Muscular Jabba the Hutt. I did cut it out of the episode, by the way. Man. That made me chuckle when I saw that. Although I have left a funny thing at the start of the episode, just as an FYI, but it doesn't shed a bad light on us, so we're okay. Right. Ah, man, that's bloody hair. Right, this is also a good test. I'm glad no one's hear those references. Yeah. There we go. Where's that gone now? Come here. This is going to be a good test. Apparently, I can click a little button down at the bottom of my screen and mute myself, which I'm going to need to do because I'm going to use a hairdryer now. So if you still hear the hairdryer, I'm sorry. Right, I've just put my mic on. Oh, okay, cheers. You get. I was worried then. I was like, oh no, they've just had just constantly. Top painting thing. This is great little tool. Right. Okay. So the water from the wash there will trim it down a bit, but we're going to desaturate it a bit with the grey. Put a bit of the brighter in. See, Welsh, now this great thing about the wet palette, look, I can just mix and modge and all day bloody long. Thin your paints. I'm going to wait for a reply now on that one. Right. It's a bit brighter, I think. There we go. Now we get somewhere. Now here, because this is extremely watered down on the wet palette, you may not be able to see it properly with the camera. There's a lot of moisture there. Now, obviously, when I put that on, it's going to be like that wash earlier. So I just rotate my brush a little bit just to get a good point, and then just tap it on the paper towel, and it just sucks out all the extra moisture. But then I've still got a really thin layer of paint that I can put on the miniature as well. He says, right, let's go. Let's do the bellies. I'm not sure how long this stream will be for. It's, as I say, it's more of a test. Just a bit of moisture on that. It's more of a test to see if my setup's okay, audio and all that rubbish. And this looks really bright when it goes on, but because it's still watered down, it's going to dry a lot darker as well. If you can hear the random acts of violence outside, picture seems balanced and your placement looks good. Excellent. That's good. I've got a camera in my forehead now. I've got to think of another way of setting the desk up. But yeah, cheers, man. I think the autofocus has buggered off now because it was jumping in and out at one point. And so I'm just hitting raised areas, no rhyme or reason at the moment, just building up those lighter layers. And you can see I've not dipped my paint back, my brush back in yet. You get a lot, and because it's quite very thin layer, although I've took the extra moisture off, you're still getting these patchy areas, which is nice. And again, just adds the layers to the skin. So you can see like there, you can still see even a bit of the base coat and the purple still coming through, still quite patchy, which is what I want. Visual textural interest. Yes, I have heat burns on my forehead when I live stream from the lab. Yeah, man. See, this is first world creator problems, isn't it? Yeah, we don't complain. We just get on with it. We don't cry about it. We're martyrs. Okay, now what am I on about? Oh dear. Oh, see, okay, that's something I've got to watch as well. Swearing, I suppose. We'll go in with a fine brush in a bit and pick out. There's lots of little bits of detail on here that I'm just going over with my thin paints. Again, patchy, which is what I want, just so that the skin gets more visual interest. I've got to change the setting as well. I've just realised it's just said there, subscribers only on the stream. That's a bit rude, isn't it? I don't know why I've done that. So I'll get that changed at some point. Now I'm assuming as well, when I finish the stream, this just goes straight up as a video. I can't like schedule it or anything. See, like there, the brush picking up a bit of that wash, which is fine. I don't mind. Oh, this is gnarly, man. I do like this miniature. Shout out to Eldritch Factory. I think they've got their own store page, but I bought this off their Etsy store with my own cash. They're not I don't get sponsored or anything, but I've always had just great experience with their shop. They've got some really cool monstrous stuff as well, which would be nice. Always fun to paint for me. But go check them out. They've got all sorts of stuff. Yeah, them tentacles, we'll do them a different colour. I'll just base coat them for now. It does. You have to schedule it before the stream. Oh, but if I schedule, so I can't just do it live. Okay. You get the chance to edit through the YouTube editor. Okay, interesting. I've never really used that. I didn't know YouTube had an editor. There you go. So again, it looks really patchy. Again, the camera's not really showing it the best, but there's all little mishits and things where I've gone round, and you can see here where I've done a couple of layers compared to one on this top bit here, which will give that another bash. And it's quite messy. It's not the neatest work, but it doesn't have to be at this point because, as I say, we're going to jazz all this up with some nice line work in a minute. That's why, because if you imagine like the zenithal highlight thing, it's coming down. All this under here should be slightly darker, which it will be. And then, but it'll look good in a minute. Yeah, she's neither did I. Yeah. That's a wicked minute. Cheers, Div. You're at work, dude. You just watching the stream. Is no one in the shop again? We're having a quiet one. Yeah, well, it's quiet as it literally had 4 people in. Fucking hell. Okay. Well, that's not good. Dave's cooking us bacon pie. Right, boss. How you doing, Dave? Right. A bit of this, just to brighten it up a little bit. So again, still quite watery look. You see it puddles up, and again, just knocking the wick off. Right, let's get some line work done and figure out what colour for this. If anyone wants to jot in with an idea, because it could be a light source, but then I kind of feel like I want to do a bit of OSL around the head, but I think that'll take away from those demented faces a little bit. Okay, let's go. Because there's tons of details in this for me to pick out, which is nice. A bit brighter, I think. Too much on there. There we go, that's better. I'm really going to do some effect paints on this as well, just to set it off a little bit. Really thick paint would work on that head. What are you? Get yourself a wet palette, man. Come on, look at this. This paint's been here since last night. It's lovely. I say I'm not being too neat again. Quite slap hazard. But these bits here, these sort of ribs, is where we'll take a bit more time. And the thing is not to do like so. This piece here that comes down here is to do one big highlight. It's just not going to look good. It doesn't look natural. So what I do is I scratch it on, just dotting and dabbing. So I'm using an older brush because it'll eventually bugger up the nib. And then you just hit certain areas more, just to build those highlights up. Yeah, same again here. Because we're hitting the upward facing area. And because it's a thin layer, we just got to build up the opacity. Does that sound like I know what I'm on about? I generally do stream with my headphones and music playing. The silence doesn't feel so bad then. Yeah, but it's more the because you're getting quite a bit of interaction on yours now, which is nice. Seems to be going really well. Old Adam, Dan, Zukov. Plus, I think as well, see, although I want music, I'd just be singing it. No one wants to hear that. Mm-hmm. So still quite patchy. I think we're definitely going to do another slightly smaller highlight layer, but it's a bit brighter. And then there's certain bits like these weird, almost looks like hairs. Looks a bit strange at the moment, but I know what I'm going to be doing with them. And then these tentacles, I'm going to change the colour of those as well, I think. Just for something a bit more gross. You need to paint yourself a monster, Welsh, because they are bloody great. Good fun. Do you have pre-selected scheme for the skin, or do you have a unique mixes for every project? So different colours for each project depend on what it is, but the process I use is the same for whenever I do flesh. So it comes from Lord of the Rings extra DVD extras. The guy called Gino, I can't remember his last name, but he did the skin for Gollum on the marquee puppet. This is a really weird sort of thing for miniature painting, but and he did it with an airbrush. But he basically said if you want skin to look good and look more believable, now obviously on this scale very different to this was like a full life size puppet of Gollum that the animators could then scan in and whatnot. But basically what he did is he built up like translucent layers, very thin layers, one off to the other on top with the airbrush. And so basically if you look at the subdermis, you've got like the blue for my veins here and things. There's a bit of pink. There's little brown bits where I've got like these moles and things. And then obviously you pinch it and it goes white, where you bring it all together. And so there's multiple colours. That's probably terrible on the camera. There's multiple colours on the skin, and you kind of want for miniatures, you want to pick up as much of that as possible, just because it's more. It looks better to the eye. It looks way more fun and more visually interesting. So yeah, so what I do is there's a base coat colour. So in particular for this one, it was a bluey green and grey mix. Then anything from underneath I hit with more blue, and anything from above I hit with a bit more green mixed in, which is mad because I know you can't really see that now on there. You can catch a little bit of the blue on top of here, I suppose, and then I get got a nice purple, really thin down with some of the tan flesh, like you saw me do at the start when I was hitting all this. Basically hit all of the fleshy areas, let it dry, and then hit a watered down like I've just done. But when I'm putting it on, I'm not painting it on neat, and because it's very thin down, all the dark paint still comes through. So you get, I don't know if it'll pick up on the camera, but like here where I've not done this bulb here, so you can see there's like a grey dark tone still coming through. Well, he's a snow blonde. I was in the sun for like 6 hours the other day. It was lovely. I just don't tan. But yeah, so it's quite dark. And because I'm putting really thin layers on, yeah, okay, I might have to paint 2 or 3 times. But I don't mind that because I'm hitting different areas each time. So if I actually do a physical example. So this rounded rib here, this sort of fold of flesh, just that one right next to the tentacle. So what I'd do is, so I'm going to hit like certain areas on there, again, just to give it a bit of visual interest. And then in a sec, when that's dry, we'll come back to that and I'll show you then what I'll do, which is slightly different. And occasionally, if I feel like the skin tone's a bit weak, I'm just adding a bit more of the white in. I can see what you're saying. That's good. I hope it's coming through okay, like how I'm describing it. But whereas normally you do, like, if I do it that way. So, like, if you imagine your knuckle, it's a bit dry because it's on a wet palette. What's going on? So you do base coat and then like that, leaving a bit of underneath, and then again you go again and again and again, building up them layers. But instead of doing broad strokes like that, which is good for armor, cloth, and things. Shit, did you even see that on the camera then? Whoops. But yeah, so do broad strokes. That's why I'm scratching it on. So here we go. So there's that piece again. So it's got the first highlight. There's some of the bigger blocks like this. I'll hit obviously the raised areas a bit. And just variate strokes. And trying to keep it so anything that's pointed up. Hopefully that makes sense. Because after we were chatting on the podcast, and we said this a few times, well, so this is the sort of idea, trying to get tips and things through for people. Not saying that I've got all the answers or whatever, but for what it's worth, I've got 30 plus years experience miniature painting. Needs a bit more water, that does. A bit more white. Put that grey in just to desaturate it a bit. So that's like one step ahead of this now, the faces. But I still feel like they need another bright highlight, slightly brighter highlight on them. Just to set them out a bit. You see, there's no real rhyme or reason to what I'm doing. I'm just chucking it on. A bit more slapdash than I normally am, which I quite like. It's also a bit liberating when you're painting. It's a bit enjoyable just doing something a bit different. Everyone go and paint a monster. Because as long as they look horrific, it don't really matter, does it? Can't be dealing with all this, it's got to look like the box art crap and these particular colours only and all this stuff. Nah, just go for it. When you get more people watching, it'll be a good source of teaching. More people means more questions and therefore more information. Yeah. And as I say, this is just a test stream, see if I could set it up audio and visually. But I'll talk about just some random stuff in this. Because obviously, I'll probably leave it to go through. I don't know if I'll keep this stream or not. I'm not sure. Still got to think about what I'm doing this crest. What colour this is going to be. But yeah, hopefully, I don't know if that's showing now. So bear in mind, the belly bits and everything have got to have one more highlight of that, like the faces have had. And then I'll just go in with a very thin down purple wash to hit the underside. But that hopefully is reading like it's got a lot of visual interest. These big dark patches in here, which do stand out a little bit at the moment. They'll be completely toned down by the purple. So don't worry, I'm not worried too much about them at the moment, although they stand out a bit too much. And then yeah, I feel like here need a bit brighter, just on the tops of these heads, because he's got some really nice like sculpt work here on the under of the eyes and things, and the teeth need a little bit of a hit just to bring them out. Yeah, I'll tell you, while we're waiting for that, I'll get some. Where is it? Another Citadel. What? Yeah, Dracali Violet. I love this one. So now this is shade. So like the Reikland Flesh shade that we did, roughly, what's that, about 2 to 1 ish. And the way I know it's ready is when I move it around, you see it all sucks back in. That's when I know the wash is at a good consistency for what I want it for. And again, so what we're going to do is now is underpaint and just hit all the undersides. And I'm mainly focusing on all those little bumps and things all on the inside. And because it's very thin, it won't stain the flesh too much. And because I know I'm going to do another highlight of this, then I'm okay if it goes over slightly and does stain it a little bit, because I know I'm going to do another highlight. But that purple starts to marry in with the tentacles, and probably make out where I've done it around their eyes earlier, because I've been painting this since this morning. Got bored. But it just marries it together. It does what a wash should do, which is pick out all the cool details. Lovely jubbly. Boom. If you did a scheduled stream when you're thinking, oh, I don't know. I mean, because my videos go on Friday, and like I was saying to you when we did our podcast the other day, I want to. It's not that I want to have a break with painting. I want to have a break from doing the style of video that I'm doing. So I might do it as a Friday stream, potentially, and just have it basically take up the slots where my normal videos would go. Is potentially the plan. I'm not too sure yet. As I say, today's just a test to see if I can do it, and make sure I don't need to buy anything for the stream, which looks like it's going. Yeah, it's going out okay. I think I've figured out the autofocus, which is an absolute pain in the arse. Do something nice, all them dirty little guts there. Blah, blah. Yeah, just hit the undersides a little bit. Don't get me wrong, don't take this as a knock on your videos. Yeah, okay. I feel like there's a comment coming. Crack on, mate. Trust your opinion anyway, you know this is why I podcast with you. I'm learning more from watching live than from the video. Okay, so yeah, this is what I'm on about. So maybe this is the thing that Welsh. I'll stick with this for a bit, because there's certain things in videos that I feel like aren't getting through. And that's why I'm getting a bit fed up of my videos. Again, not fed up of painting, but the way I'm doing the videos. So maybe this is the answer. Then do this for a bit. But that's good to hear, though, man. Thank you. Don't apologise for that either. I value your opinion. I think it's only me and you on here, isn't it? Potentially. Maybe Div's still on. That's a point, actually. How do I? Participants. Nope. There's a setting I've got to change. So it's not just, what's the name? Subscribers only. Ow. Watching and reading at real time seems to be much better. Okay, cool. Is it? Am I rambling too much, or is it easy to follow? Because that's something I'm always very conscious of. Ooh, bit of bright ivory, lovely. Love these paints, delicious. Like it's about like the I say in bunnies tips, but the tips that I'm giving are they clear and concise, or does it need a bit more focus? I suppose is what I'm asking. Oh man, this cheap ass bloody wet palette paper. I'm going to go back to my other stuff. I swear this is starting to rip now. So that's the original. Ooh, hang on. Hello. That's overbalanced, isn't it? The white then. What happened there with my camera? So that's the original. Hello. See, this is what I don't like. This. Well, I mean, I'll gather my words. Cool. Yeah, man. I trust you. Oh, there we go. If I do that with the light. Okay, cool. So that's the original flesh tone, which is Tan Flesh by Procryl. And then here I've got some bright ivory and bright warm grey. And I'm chucking them in. The warm grey is more to just desaturate it a little bit. And the bright ivory is to brighten it. And you can see the jump from the colours, and the idea is that's what's going to push those highlights out now. So I'll bring the light back in so you can see the mini. That's something I'll have to look at as well. So all the bits that we highlighted, we've just hit with that really thin down purple. Also, the more you thin your paints, the quicker they dry. The water evaporates quicker. Really weird one for you. So yeah, and I'm going to definitely do another highlight on the faces, I think, with this as well. Oh, concentrate mode. So here, this bottom lip. So rather than just doing a line right the way across, just hitting those two edges there and leaving a bit of a gap. And even though that gap's tiny, you'll pick that up subconsciously looking at it, and again it gives it just that bit more visual interest. I'm getting the tips and techniques clearly. See it as you do, it seems to hit better. You need to speak off topic a little for those who are painting while watching you. What do you mean off topic? My brain has genuinely just gone dumb there. What do you mean there, Welsh? What, so I'm not waffling enough, do you mean? Like I'm too much talking about the painting? Because that's the other thing. I am worried about it being information overload as well, which I don't want. Well, I better come in a bit into the picture a bit here. Just realised I'm not even. You said you're worried about you waffling too much. I'd say you're hitting a good balance. Oh, okay, cool. Because you know what? Something I'd like. This is for well in the future. It'd kind of be cool if there was like regular viewers, if we all got the same miniature or something, and we do like a paint studio thing, without sounding too what's the word? Too cocky about myself and my painting, because I'm all right. Yeah, I'm good. I'm a decent painter. I'm not saying I'm definitely not the best. There's some geniuses out there. But yeah, like a little paint studio thing where we all Maybe paint the same miniature. And there, that big purple shadow that's under there, and just see them two little bits that I've picked out. It's just enough for you again, your brain will pick them up. Just going to extend that one a little bit. And a bit more just on the sharp of that cheekbone there, because that's a nice bit of detail. No, I was thinking this was a tutorial that some painters offer. Oh, okay. I mean, obviously things might change, but I kind of don't want stuff like that being behind a paywall. I ain't got a Patreon anyway. And if I say the goal for me always has been with my channel, if someone can pick something up and improves their painting, that's it. I've done my job. Like I know it sounds a bit corny and whatnot, but I genuinely have done my job, because all I want is more people painting. It's a great little moment. You get yourself away from the world, clear your mind and your thoughts. Here's a good. Actually, I'll tell you what. This is a good piece here on the camera. I'm opening it up, pick it up. Come on, focus. There we go. Right. So again, get a thin amount of paint. This is a nice way for it to blend. So you see here. So obviously this head that I'm highlighting, and then in this particular, the sculpt's got this stretch here. That's where I would do almost an unbroken line of highlight. And again, that's for the same reason as the stuff we've done on the face as well. Your brain will pick that up and it'll read that it's all one miniature. And like here, the brow of this, lines on his brow, and I'll just add a line here that doesn't exist on the sculpt. But the highlights run all the way through. Ooh, that's a tough one. Man, hats off to the sculptor. This is beautiful, man. Such a freaky looking. They originally I hit the eye sockets as well with the same sort of purple wash technique, and it gives them this sort of sunken look. Eye colour, I don't know if I'm happy with the white, actually. Might change that. But you can see I'm just dabbing, going up and down, just to variate the strokes a little bit. And again, it just gives it a bit more visual interest. I've got fibre on my brush. There we go. Right. So yeah. Yeah, they said you're worried about what I'm doing. Thinking this was like a tutorial, I suppose. Yeah, I'm just trying to think now. Because do you think then it would be worth, like, looking at a certain skill for each stream, or is it better just to whatever I'm painting and just mention things as I'm going along? Because I'm also conscious of if you go for like this stream will be like a dry brushing tutorial. Then obviously people who aren't looking for that would perhaps zone out a bit. The people who are wanting like certain blends and things. That bit there just needs a little bit. We've gone a bit too far. There we go. That's better. I think whatever you're painting, not particular skill, will be my choice. Yeah, it's going to be a lot easier. Definitely easier to sort of figure out stuff as well. Because I'm very much, once I get going on a paint job, that's it. That is gross, man. I think I do need a slightly better camera though, because this isn't really, it's not picking up all the details like I want it to, but it'll do for now. If you're disciplined enough to use the same mini and keep it only for streams, that'll probably be there well. Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, I'm just doing a test stream. Welsh has been doing it, and he asked me when am I going to do one when we podcasted. So I thought I'd do a quick test stream today and just see how we get on. And I might be doing this a bit more frequently in the weeks to come. Yeah, the same mini on a stream. Yeah. I've seen there's a guy. What's his name now? I'll figure it out. I'll find out where it is. But yeah, a guy who streams miniature painting, and he looks after. Hey, Dylan, you're right, man. Yeah, when he paints something, he will paint it, and it'll take 4 or 5 streams. I suppose more. It depends how long a stream is for me, because sometimes if I get in the zone, I do paint quite quickly as well, Welsh. So that could be an issue. But yeah, I think you're right though. A mini for the stream. So where to put you? Yeah, nearly 1,000. Yeah, man. Yeah, it's also I was saying in the video earlier. It's more. I'm getting a bit bored doing the same types of videos, so I thought, right, maybe and Welsh was doing live streams, and we were chatting about it on the podcast, and I was like, yeah, okay, let's give it a go. So just to test today, while I do this weird ass miniature, but it's looking good though. It's getting there. That extra highlight on the face is better. Just need to bring those highlights here down a little bit. Are you getting on with your painting, Dylan? Because I saw you do, what was it, Batman bust, which was you did really good on that. Lovely paint job. Oh God, I keep forgetting about framing. Whoops. Teeth and tongue need doing as well. They don't look good. Just pick those out a little bit. These little worms, got to do a different colour for them. I'm not sure what. I might do like a purple, so they're like little tentacles or something. Haven't painted well. I think of painting one soon. Yeah, man. Dude, you're good at it as well. How accurate your painting is at that age is amazing. It took me years to get like that. So keep it up, man. Right, teeth. Let's get them brightened up a bit. How's the 3D printing going? Because you've done some cool projects I've seen on like shorts or actual thingy videos, stream videos. But how's it actually going? So we'll do some blood effects in there and in there. Hi, how are you? Game like no other. Hello, I'm alright, mate. Yeah, just doing a test live stream at the moment. Going to be doing some proper ones in the days and weeks to come. Painting this rather disgusting Shoggoth inspired by H.P. Lovecraft. Shadow over Innsmouth, not Shadow over Innsmouth. It's a little bit of the whitey one. Yeah, okay. These being purple, he's better. It's breaking up a little bit, which is good. Oh, cool. Sweet, man. And thanks for the subscribe. Do you like the miniature painting as well, like Dylan does? Or are you into other stuff? Yeah, they're better as thingy browns. Yeah, suitably gross. I'm liking it. Everyone we've been going an hour. Okay, that's not too bad for a test stream. What we'll do is I'll just share with you future projects I've got coming. So I've got this weird mech thing that I'm going to do for my Trench Crusade team. Pretty cool. I'm not that good at painting. You either have it or not. No, man. A lot of it's like anything. It's practice. But the main one is you've got to enjoy it. So we've got this weird like spirit thing from a broken tomb. I'm thinking with this one I'm going to do some OSL. It's like a weird light coming out that'll hit all the underside of this. Not sure yet. I'm toying with the idea of having this all as yellow and doing a yellow king. Again, another Lovecraftian type. What's the name? We've got this chap. Oh, this one I'm really looking forward to painting. Going to do a lot of stuff with that. No, gamer, it's fine. I ain't got autistic bands and I paint. Yeah, man, Welsh is good as well. Just comes with practice. I want to do some nice fabric work on this as well. Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's got a really cool face. You can't quite see under there. And then lastly, this big bugger, which is huge. Just want to do something different with. I'm not sure what yet, but these are all upcoming projects, which would normally be a standalone video on a Friday, but I think will be stream videos. As I said, something a bit different. What is wrong with that brush? Right, what we're going to do next? Yeah, still no colour for this thing. On top, this what weird flame. Maybe a purple. Not sure. I don't want to take away too much. This all needs this last highlight on it. So I'll do that for a bit longer. So again, like we did before, just dotting. And that will dry a lot darker and it gives more recognition. A real dry thick paint for the hair, I reckon it'd look good. Dude, what is your aversion to wet palettes, man? Come on. Come and join us. Although weirdly, what about a darker colour like hair instead of, because it almost looks like a flame. But yeah, I could do like a darker colour. And don't join cults. Yeah, but you should, because they're really good. We've got tentacles and everything. We all get together on the weekends, have a drink, and then we'll sit in the great wet palette from the sky. Yeah, wet palettes, I draw the line. Nah, man. Oh, thanks 3D printing. I mean, to be fair, it's not. Although I'm painting it, honestly, it's the sculpt. Whoever designed this it's fantastic. Oh no, they found me. Hey guys, how you doing? Just our blocks, just our gaming. It's Madam Hour. All right, mate. How you doing, mate? I've got a cheesecake base for Lily, by the way. Your favourite? Yeah, you're my favourite female member of Just How Look Gaming. You and Dr. Just, that's correct. Non-stop for Crafty Cheesecake. I've got to say I've done one. I thought we were coming over last night because Matty said I was going to bring with me, but yeah, I've got one for her, a little base that she can have to herself. Ribberbones. Oh yeah, don't worry. We seem to be busy because he said, yeah, the camera's got a bit of a problem with autofocus. So I might get a different one. The nice thing is I managed to figure it out so the audio is better because it was a. Oh no, what do I say without swearing? Oh, Welsh, I can't do this without swearing, mate. Poo show, it was. I think it looks good. Charles. Right. Some bluey. Are you using phone to stream? Yes and no. So my first test I did, and the camera was brilliant. However, it picks the audio up off the phone, and then I also had the issue was WhatsApp's going off. So I was like, right, I can't use that. So so that was my first test. Then when I went live with this one, I'm using the webcam that I use when we do our podcast, and it's okay. It's more the fact because it's basically blue tacked to the camera stand. Proper little bodge job. And every so often the autofocus kicks off, so I'm kind of like, do I just get a new one? Gone quiet now. Couldn't shut me up earlier. The rocks are being done blue. One, to use up the paint on my wet palette because I don't like waste. Logic webcam was used if you want mine. What resolution is it, Rod? Because I might partake on that. I might do some goo effects on this as well, actually. Get the old Yoo-hoo glue out. It looks good. Blue rocks, I said nothing. You like a bit of blue rock? Nah, it's just to basically get it used upon my wet palette because I don't like waste, but I'll darken this down and scrub highlight and stuff on it later on. Still don't know about this head thing. What colour to do it? Right, what does it need? Do the effects paints in a bit. Wash all that down. Maybe another highlight, an extreme highlight on the skin. What do peeps think? Just to push it a bit more. I'm holding that up here, I've just realised. Because again, the camera's not quite picking it up. If I do, maybe that looks closer to what it is. It's a bit more pinky. But yeah, thinking like another highlight on the face and the hands and stuff. Not so much all the fleshy body. And then, has anyone got any ideas for this thing? This headpiece, what colour? Because I think it's flames and it's got weird little eyeballs in it. Looks like. But I don't want to do it flame as in orange and yellow. Oh. Have I got a picture of one? Eldritch blue. Eldritch, like a. That's what I'd say Eldritch blue is. What do you mean darker than that, bud? That's sort of like petrol blue. Or is Eldritch like a deeper blue in Wales? Because I've got, it's like just for a base coat, dark grey blue. Should be quite nice. It's a colour I've not used a lot of either. Base coat it, I suppose, to see what it looks like. That's nice. Okay, right. Okay, we'll go with that and then we'll highlight it up. And maybe do some OSL. A bluey green tone. Whoa, why's the camera just gone weird? This is what I mean with this camera, it just occasionally drops out. Bit annoying. So, like, do you mean like that sort of green? Because I could go like brighter, like an old goblin green as well. This is a lovely blue, this. I don't think I've used this one yet. Actually, yeah, Welsh. I'm thinking, you remember the bust and the weird headdress I did? Something like that, you mean, highlighting up? Describing colours is a fun way to go around. Oh, yeah. So I'm looking at the bust I did. I'll put it on camera. That one, that collaboration we did. Well, that kind of works, and just go less sort of what would the word be? Minty with the green, and just keep it more in like the blues and or the darker green tones. Could do something like that on all like the tips of the flames and whatnot. I don't even know why they've got flames coming out of the reds. It's Shoggoth. I think G double spectral colour scheme, but from a blue to a green tone. That's it. It's sort of like that, but less, more like proper green. Okay, let's give it a go. See what happens. Worst case scenario, it wrecks the miniature, and then you'll get a strongly worded letter. No, I'll just obviously just paint over it. Yes. Okay, cool. We're good. When you paint a dark colour next to something that's light that you've already spent a lot of time on. And then I'll tell you what, then Welsh, another one for you then. So I'll go for that colour tone. Do I do a little bit of OSL on the tops of the heads? Oh, missed a bit. Okay, let's chuck a bit of that green in. I could also put this greeny blue in the eyes as well. If your foot goes wrong, yes, OSL, it's my fault it goes wrong now. Okay. Right, wait till the next podcast we record. No, I think to be fair, good shades on this colour. But I think I'll definitely do this weird greeny blue in the eyes, just so it marries up with the rest of the mini a bit more. Okay. A bit more green. Oh, yeah, 1 hour and a half, hour and a half. I'll stand for a bit longer. It's a bit more green, I think. As we go further up. Right. Might be going too far with the green here, but stuff it, we'll find out. Hello, Goblin. How you doing, mate? You good? This was a test stream, but it's become a proper stream now. This is all Welsh's fault. He said I should do one. But now I'm wondering, did he mean the stream or should I just sod off? Yeah, well, I think it's kind of working, mate. I just don't know. It depends how high I go in highlights now. I could just whack a nice wash on this as well, just to dull it down a little bit. But we shall see. Sat on bus heading home from town, so watching with no volume. Just found my headphones. Right. Sounds nice, clear video. Look good. Cheers, bud. Thank you. So yeah, you might have missed that bit I was just saying then. So this is just a test stream because Welsh told me to do one. Probably going to do some of these instead of normal videos on a Friday. Just because we were talking about this the other day, getting a bit bored with the layout and setup of my videos, so thinking of doing something a bit different. So come up with this as an option. See, that's desaturating. If I move that again, will it show a bit more? I think it will it? So that green's like proper. It's a lot brighter on my miniature than it is on camera. Yeah, I think I did that ghostly green for the eyes as well. Whoops. Oh, where did I put that? Oh, there you go. And there, maybe a blue wash. Been anywhere nice, Gobbo? Yeah, this is the idea, because it's not that I'm still enjoying painting and everything. It's just more the type of video I'm putting up. And earlier on in the stream, I don't know why I've stopped actually, but I was going through techniques and stuff, and Welsh was saying like it's good to have almost like a paint tutorial. But I've quietened off a little bit as I'm concentrating now. Just because I'm hitting part of the miniature I haven't really thought about this weird flame stuff that's coming out. And I think one last on the tip of the top. Okay. I haven't recorded my Monday video yet. Oh, by the way, Welsh, are you going to do more campaigns for? I forgot the game now. 5 parsecs from home, is it? You do more of them? Because the last two did were really cool. The sort of setup for the mission and then the actual mission itself. Okay, I think definitely the green in the eyes. Then we're going to do. Oh, could do a wash it down a bit. Might work actually. Let's give it a go. Yeah, we'll do some more bright green in the eye itself. The fuck? Yeah, we'll do. I'll have the mission, the pre-mission roll-ups next one. But the data got corrupted, so trying to figure that out. Oh man, yeah, it's a cool little game. You know, I like the way you set it up. Also, did you get the new edition of This Is Not a Test that came out in July, I believe? That kind of works with the green eyes, actually. Nice. Some scratchy highlights. Yeah, it's not too bad. That's... On there. That's good shape that as well, so that's quite alright actually. Right, last little bit, and then what are we on? 1:45. With space eyes the same colour. No, I haven't got it. I haven't got a regular player for not a tester trying to be sensible. Yeah. No, I'll get it, man. So it's why I didn't pick it up as much as it looked really cool, because there's no one I can actually play a game like that with. Same as yourself, not regular enough for me to warrant buying it. I just do not have time to play miniature games at the moment. It's not bad so far, I think. Getting there. Still think it needs something else. Might do a little bit of OSL. Just on there. But yeah. Lovely. Right. That'll be it for this test stream. So thank you everyone who actually randomly showed up as well. I thought I'd be chatting to myself in the end. Obviously, it'll go up as a video for everyone to watch. I think we're going to do these more of a tutorial, painting tutorial type thing as well when we do them. Give you a game first edition and see what you think. Yeah, man, default for that. So I've seen it play, watched it being played. It does look good. Yeah, this is just a random, random test stream with a random miniature. But I will be doing on the videos that I've done. The miniatures that I showed earlier. I'll be doing a proper stream on them at some point. Just figuring out a few little bits of the logistics. But thank you very much, everyone, for stopping by. We'll see you all next time. Cheers.